This is one of those moments in NFL history where you remember exactly where you were when the news broke because if Jerry Jones has truly confirmed Bill Belichick as the next head coach of the Dallas Cowboys, then we are witnessing a seismic shift not just for Dallas, but for the entire league. This isn't just another coaching hire. This isn't a standard press conference, and this definitely isn't business as usual. This is Jerry Jones, the most powerful and outspoken owner in professional sports, aligning himself with the most accomplished and feared coach the NFL has ever seen. Cowboys fans have waited decades for a move like this, and now that it's finally happening, emotions are running high across the fan base, across the NFC, and across the entire football world. For years, the Dallas Cowboys have been stuck in a frustrating loop of promise and disappointment. Every season seems to begin with optimism, talent, and Super Bowl talk, only to end with heartbreak, playoff failures, and questions about leadership. Jerry Jones has tried nearly everything to fix it. He's changed coaches, shuffled coordinators, paid star players, leaned into analytics, and trusted his gut more times than anyone can count. Yet the one thing that has continued to elude him is postseason dominance. That is why this move feels different. This isn't about finding the next young offensive mind or betting on potential. This is about bringing in someone who has already climbed the mountain multiple times and knows exactly what it takes to win when it matters most. Bill Belichick's name carries a weight that no other coach in NFL history can match. 6 Super Bowl championships, countless playoff runs, legendary defenses, and a reputation built on preparation, discipline, and ruthless efficiency. When Belichick walks into a building, the culture changes immediately. Players know there are no shortcuts. Coaches know excuses won't fly. Every meeting, every practice, every snap is evaluated through the lens of winning football. That is something the Cowboys have desperately needed for a long time. Talent has never been the issue in Dallas. Just structure, accountability, and execution under pressure have been the real problems, and those are the exact areas where Belichick thrives. What makes the situation even more fascinating is the timing. Jerry Jones is at a point in his life where legacy matters more than ever. He built the Cowboys into the most valuable franchise in sports, turned them into a global brand, and delivered championships in the 1990s that are still talked about today. But the modern era has not been kind to him in terms of postseason success. Every year that passes without a deep playoff run only adds to the pressure and the narrative that the game has passed him by. Hiring Bill Belichick feels like a final all-in push to silence critics and bring another Lombardi trophy back to Dallas before time runs out. From Belichick's perspective, this move makes just as much sense. His time after New England has been under intense scrutiny. Without Tom Brady, critics have questioned whether Belichick could still build a winner on his own. Fair or not, that narrative has followed him everywhere. Taking over the Cowboys gives him the perfect stage to prove once and for all that his success was never about one player. Dallas offers a talented roster, a massive spotlight, and an opportunity to chase history. Every win adds to his career total, and every playoff victory strengthens his case as the greatest coach of all time. The Cowboys roster itself is a huge reason why this partnership could work. Belichick has never been interested in rebuilding projects late in his career. He wants a team that can compete immediately, and Dallas fits that description perfectly. There is star power on both sides of the ball, speed on defense, playmakers on offense, and enough depth to withstand a long season. What has been missing is the ability to elevate in the biggest moments. Belichick's entire career has been defined by doing exactly that. He understands situational football better than anyone. Clock management, field position, exploiting matchups, and preparing for specific opponents are areas where he consistently outcoaches others, especially in January. One of the first things fans should expect is a dramatic shift in how the Cowboys operate day to day. Practices will be sharper. Roles will be clearly defined. Veterans will be held just as accountable as young players, if not more. Belichick has never cared about name recognition or contracts when it comes to performance. If someone isn't doing their job, they won't play, and they may not stay on the roster for long. That mindset alone could reshape the identity of the team. Players who buy in will flourish, and those who don't will quickly be exposed. Defensively, this is where Belichick's impact could be most immediate. The Cowboys already have the foundation of an elite defense, but under Belichick, expect it to become smarter, more adaptable, and more disciplined. He's known for taking away what opponents do best and forcing them to play left-handed. Week to week, the game plan will change dramatically depending on who Dallas is facing. That level of preparation is exhausting for opponents and incredibly effective over the course of a season. Mistakes that used to haunt the Cowboys in crucial moments should become far less common. Offensively, Belichick's approach has always been misunderstood. He isn't anti-offense. He's pro-efficiency. Like, he wants smart football, ball security, and players who understand situational awareness. That means fewer risky decisions, fewer unnecessary turnovers, and more emphasis on execution. Yes, the Cowboys' offense could become more balanced and more adaptable under his leadership, especially in high-pressure games where composure matters more than flashy plays. Belichick doesn't care how points are scored, as long as they're scored in a way that helps win the game. Of course, no discussion of this move would be complete without addressing the potential tension between Jerry Jones and Bill Belichick. These are two men who are used to being in control. Jerry Jones has always been heavily involved in football decisions, from roster construction to public messaging. Belichick, on the other hand, operates best when he has full authority and minimal interference. For this partnership to succeed, there has to be a clear understanding of boundaries. If Jerry Jones truly steps back and allows Belichick to run the football operation his way, the sky is the limit. If not, this could quickly become one of the most volatile relationships the league has ever seen. The media attention alone will be relentless. Every press conference, every sideline interaction, every roster move will be dissected and debated. Belichick's famously short answers will clash with the Cowboys' nonstop spotlight. Yet, if there's anyone equipped to handle that pressure, it's him. He has spent his entire career ignoring outside noise and focusing solely on winning. The question is whether the Cowboys organization as a whole can fully embrace that mindset and resist the urge to chase headlines instead of results. From a league-wide perspective, this move instantly changes the balance of power in the NFC. Teams that once viewed Dallas as talented but flawed will now have to prepare for a version of the Cowboys that is far more disciplined and dangerous. Playoff matchups become more intimidating when Belichick is on the other sideline because he has seen it all and beaten the best. Coaches and quarterbacks across the conference will know that mistakes against Dallas will be punished more consistently than ever before. For Cowboys fans, this moment is equal parts excitement and anxiety. On one hand, this is the boldest move Jerry Jones has made in decades, a clear signal that mediocrity is no longer acceptable. On the other hand, expectations will be sky high from day one. Anything short of deep playoff success will be viewed as a failure. Belichick understands that pressure better than anyone, and he has never shied away from it. In fact, pressure is where he seems most comfortable. As this new era begins, the biggest question isn't whether Bill Belichick can coach. His resume speaks for itself. The real question is whether the Dallas Cowboys are ready to fully commit to the culture he brings. Winning at the highest level requires sacrifice, discipline, and a willingness to make tough decisions. If the organization embraces that philosophy, this partnership could finally deliver what Cowboys fans have been dreaming of for nearly 3 decades. If not, it could become a cautionary tale about what happens when egos collide. One thing is certain, though. The NFL will be watching closely. Every game, every decision, and every result will be magnified. Love it or hate it, this move makes the Cowboys must-watch television again in a way we haven't seen in years. The combination of Jerry Jones and Bill Belichick guarantees drama, intrigue, and endless debate, but it also brings something Dallas has been missing for a long time, a genuine belief that championships are once again within reach. Whether this turns into a legendary success story or a spectacular implosion remains to be seen. But history tells us that Bill Belichick doesn't enter situations he doesn't believe he can win. Jerry Jones didn't make this move for attention. He made it because he believes it gives him the best chance to lift another Lombardi trophy. For Cowboys fans, the wait has been long, the frustration has been real, and now the stakes have never been higher. The next chapter of Dallas Cowboys football has officially begun, and the entire league is officially on notice.